I would never use this. Why would I pay money for this? But you bought it for really cheap and you use it? Hey, good morning, and I know you're not getting a full shot of my head, but I am right here. Hey, I just wanted to show the stuff I had on the kitchen. All right, so I was cooking my breakfast this morning. I'm running out of ideas for things to do videos on, and as I was making my breakfast, I realized, oh, I had bought the coolest stuff at garage sales and at Rolling Hills and or the thrift stores that I use a lot in my kitchen, and so I'm sure a lot of you do as well, find these things. I don't know where to begin. So we'll start with this morning when I decided to make my eggs. I have gone 55 years without using an egg cooker, and I found one of these for, I think I paid $3 for this at a garage sale. Kind of forgot it's been 3 years, but I know I didn't pay much, less than 5. And it was like brand new, except the box was in bad shape, but the actual egg cooker was like brand new. It was brand new, and I know it was brand new because over time that I have cooked it, it is crazed. I don't know if you can see it in the video. We'll try with, that's why I got my good camera, but you know how it is about, it crazed really bad. And the other thing it did rather quickly was kind of scorch the bottom. So, I mean, I keep it clean, but I think it has an eggy smell, and if you know what I'm talking about when I say eggy smells, then you know what I'm talking about. But I do clean it, and what I do is when it's hot, I just pour some water in there and soak up, because you get like this brown film. These things I don't like about it. Glad I didn't invest in it, in other words. So I pour extra water in there and let that kind of boil, and then put my soap and stuff and wipe it out. But you can't like submerge it and stuff. All you can do is surface clean it. But it is very good as far as timing the eggs, getting some really good, well-cooked eggs. You just, it has little measuring marks on this little cup. And the other thing it has is a little nail in here. It's just kind of like a little screw, and you put it in your eggs to put the holes in your eggs. You know, you drill little holes in the tops of your eggs. It comes with this, so you can make like an omelet, I think, or this kind of thing for tacos. I don't know, but I don't use those. I've just never gotten around to use them. But anyway, this is called Dash Go, named after my dog Dash. It is probably an older model. This is model DEC005, and actually my mother got an egg cooker and paid a lot of money for it. She got it on like one of those HSN or the Home Shopping. That's Home Shopping Network. What's the other one? QVC. So she did that, bought that, and she's real proud of it. She never uses hers. She'd been boiling eggs for years, so she didn't even use hers. But I had paid $3 for mine, and I used mine. And how is it better than boiling? It's simply convenient. It's just really throw it together and go and walk away, and starts making a noise, and you better come running back. Where they'll overcook. But the boil method was great. I only had one pan to deal with. I know. Now I have all these little cute devices I can deal with. And it does all go back together. You have this little egg caddy here. It unscrews. Then this goes in. Really, the box, or it stores. And then you have to kind of stack up everything else inside. And my dog's squeaking. And then you can put the lid on. Now, like I said, all this will go in. I can't get it back out, but it all kind of fits in itself. And for storage, but I've just kept it in this box. So that was this morning. I got this out and I went, hey, you know, I should do a video on this, because this was a good find. I mean, $3 or whatever. Like, I think it was $3, but I paid absolutely worth $3 for sure. I would be disappointed if I paid full price, and having the issues I'm having with it now, I would not be real happy. So if you see something like that, hey, get it, try it out. If it doesn't work, donate it back. Bought this probably 25 years ago or so. At, oh my gosh, I think even longer now that I think about it. However old these are, you know, the red ones. This is from, I think this is not a, is it? Pampered Chef. It is old and rusty and kind of nasty now, but it was well used and well loved. And it's the kind that suctions to your table, your countertop, so it doesn't move. So I actually get to work. I don't know if it still will suction. I think you have to kind of wet it first. And it gets, no, yeah, you have to dampen it or something to get a really good suction. Anyway, kids are small. We use this a lot. I don't use it anymore. So I think it's time for it to go to a new home. But it's kind of beat up, so I would rather it go, somebody see what it looks like, you know. So, like, I literally paid $1 for that when I bought it. And I've had it for like 20 years. So, because I've lived here for 20 years. And I know I had it when my kids were little. Here's one of my really great finds. These little blenders I got at Rolling Hills. Oops, I just washed one because it was dusty. Because it hadn't been used. But these little blenders, oops, sorry, loud noises. Here's this. It goes with my Osterizer blender. So it's these, I can't do anything this morning. Hang on. How does this work? Oh yeah, this one goes down first. You got the cutter. No, you don't. It goes first. Oh, okay. Sorry, missing a piece. I got one of these. And so it goes down first, and then this sits on top. That's the blade, and then this piece goes in and it has that connector so it knows when it's locked. And then it's an, oh, I put it on the wrong way. Should have done a pre-demo before I put my video on. So, this is a great little add-on for my blender that I got like when I was married, probably. So it's probably like 30 years old. And poor little blender, my husband put the griddle next to it and he burned it. So I'm hoping to find a new blender, just one that looks prettier. We'll see. Lord meant for me to have it, I'll find it at Rolling Hills. But I'm going to get to that story and husbands. Anyway, so got this little chopper, awesome. And then I found another chopper that had a lid. So yeah, so there's that. These were brand new when I got them. This one I have really used. I think this is my newer one that I got. I think this is the one that came with the lid, in fact. And then this set is so, like, well, let's see, it was really dusty. This is one that was on there. So it just needs washing again. I think it's just dusty. But yeah, a little bit of crazing going on. Not good. A little bit. But these are great because I do, now that I have my lid, I can like actually store things in it like this. And then, you know, to use later. So I'm really happy with that purchase. Oh yeah, a couple of bucks. I paid $1, I know, for this one. If not this one as well. But I bought them 2 different times. And both of them have blades. So if you're cooking and you need to do like onions and you need to do something different, you can do that. It beats the mess out of some chicken, though. I will tell you right now. Don't put chicken in there. You will have chicken, whatever, puree pretty fast. The other thing I found that I have used the mess out of is one of these. And I did pay $1 for this. And it came with a, spilling everywhere. And it came with a lid. This is the actual part that came on my original Oster right there. An Osterizer. But it came with this lid. So this has been amazing. And it is by Oster. And yeah, they're kind of expensive. $1. Paid $1. This is the original blade to my mixer. But you notice, no picture. Because I bought another one at Rolling Hills for a couple of bucks. Kid you not. But it didn't have the base on it, maybe. But it's just the picture. Yeah, it did have the base. Yeah, it came with a base. And I think about it. I think I have an extra base down below. Let me see. Now I have a lid. Oh, I have a lid. Oh, yeah, and I have this. How about that? Okay, so yeah, I think it maybe didn't come. It was just the glass. I was like, yeah, I now have an extra one. My husband broke mine, so thank goodness I had an extra one. And my dogs. And then he broke the extra one. So we were without a picture. But maybe, good Lord's willing, I'll find one at Rolling Hills. So I got that. So that was cool. These were great finds because I already had this, and like I said, this thing is old and loved, and for like what, $3 or $4, I added to it with all these things. So yes, that explains why I only have one lid. I think it was just one picture. It was just the picture, like a replacement. Here's the other lid that goes to this in case you want a different type lid. So it had 2 lids with it. I knew when I was looking at it, it did come with the grinder thing, but it didn't. It came with 2 lids. All right, so that was a good find. Good find. Speaking of choppers, I found this one, and I think this one is this is called Princess House. And I used it and used it and used it, and it did craze on me. And this is the kind you can do. Oops, no focus. Hey, does everybody have to be in my kitchen when I'm filming? Anyway, so it crazed up, but it works. It just doesn't look pretty. So then I was there one day and I found a big old brand new black one. Got water from, sorry, I was washing something I put over here, wet. So I got a brand new black one, and the sea is crazing as well. And it's kind of cool having two, because the same thing is if you're cutting up something that you don't want to beat the devil out of in your chopper, because it will fast. It's very quick. I like to use these, especially if I don't want to deal with the whole, you know, just cut up a few things. I don't want to have to get all this dirty. So found two of those, like $1 a piece. So that was awesome buy. Awesome buy. Love it. And you know, I probably would never have bought one of these brand new, but it's the being that I found one at Rolling Hills. I think one came from Rolling Hills, and I believe the other one actually came from an estate sale. It was like $1. Sorry, I'm making noise. This is the thing I never dreamed I would buy, and it's a rice maker. Yeah, I don't make a lot of rice, but I'm from Louisiana, so I make red beans and rice. And I have a very special recipe that everybody loves. I won't tell you my secrets, but everybody likes my beans. Maybe not my brother, because he's weird, because he likes red beans. But he'll eat them. If you give him free food, he'll eat them. So what I love about this is that I was shocked how amazingly convenient it is to have a rice cooker. What I don't like about it, and this was the thing I just washed and there's dripping water everywhere, is that it sticks. Now, if I was going, I don't know if I want to invest in another rice, but you only lose about a tablespoon of rice each time. And what I normally do is just add some water to it, let it soak, and give it to the dogs and with their food, and they love it, and they don't care if it's a little bit burned. But it does. It scorches a layer of rice on the bottom every time. I have not figured it out. I have not found, I've tried putting a little oil down there, just to make my rice stay spunky, so I didn't like that, so I just suffer. It does come with a piece for steaming, which is really nice. Never have used it. It's not what I bought it for. I think I should try it just to say, hey, I tried it. But we tend to eat a lot of fresh broccoli. It's the only thing I really steam. We keep it in this frozen. I think it would do okay for fresh. I wouldn't try it with a frozen product. Anyway, so it came, only makes like 2 cups of rice. It is small. That's all I use though. So it's perfect for me. And it gave me a little scooper, little rice paddle. So that was fun. And I paid a couple of dollars for this. Used it, and it's a funny story about this. My mom got a big old rice cooker. She never uses it, still boils her rice. Bought it off HSC and QVC. Not to be dissing on your mom, but seriously, paid $3 for this. Use that all the time. I mean, anytime I make rice. And lately we've been eating rice probably a lot more than we used to, because my sons does not like rice. I don't think either one of my sons actually like rice. But I've been making these rice bowls, and that's where you just make some rice, and whatever leftovers you have, you just kind of pile them in a bowl, and you make a meal. You add whatever seasonings you want, microwave it or whatever. Sometimes I do it in my wok. But yeah, so there's that. Very, very handy, very, very cheap things I got at a garage sale, or at Rolling Hills, or another thrift store, or estate sale. This is, oh man, he's getting his humidity. I love my bear. I picked this up at Rolling Hills for 55 cents. You know my favorite, my price tag is 55 cents. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. It did. It finally focused. Look at that. Look at that. It is a combination of brown sugar, cinnamon, some salt and pepper, and is there anything else in there? Sugar, cinnamon? That's it, pretty much. Yeah. Brown sugar, cinnamon, salt and pepper. And yes, you have to put a little bit of salt, because it really makes the cinnamon not so bitter, makes it a little bit richer tasting. And then it's the pepper kind of kicks up that cinnamon. It has a lot of cinnamon in it, just so you know. But yeah, this is so, nobody else in my family knows how to make crack but me. So this has been like the thing that, why it's on the, I don't know what's on the counter, because it's usually up here. But every time I start my little baked sweet potatoes or yams or whatever you call them, people say, where's the crack? That's the crack. For some reason I had bought a thing of sriracha. Never used it. I don't know why we have it. Something really cool I bought at Rolling Hills on the kick of showing you these things. I don't know if you can see that. It is one of these crystal with that etched. Oh, really? Here I go. Oh, there it is. Letter T for Taylor. I actually saved this for Christmas for my husband because it was in a box. It was brand new. I love, you know, me and my pottery. I got a little dusty. Actually, it's got salt on it. So this is my, I got these little, oh my gosh, what do you call it? Crocs. This little tiny crock is not going to go into focus. Oh, it did. It's just that delay. It's making me cray cray. All right, so I got this. Now I keep my sea salt in here, just so it's kind of pinch. Just little sea salt and throw it in your food. I have a couple of bottles here, just like bring baby. But I got this thing at Rolling Hills for $1, and it's really for sugar. I have regular salt in it. I didn't dare put sugar in it because I was afraid of ants, and it will pour out. If you're familiar with this, it needs to be full. It needs to be like up here. I just need to refill it. But it's regular salt, and we just kind of quit buying regular salt. And I've got my sea salt in there. I don't know. So anyway, and it will pour out like maybe a teaspoon, but who uses a teaspoon? I don't know. I just kept it up there. I don't really use it much. And my mom gave me these, so they don't count. But they were free. I think these are for my husband, actually. And I got myself a pepper mill. Now, it's always risky. I paid $1 for this. I had the salt shaker, but the salt shaker rusted. I don't know if y'all had this problem, and it corroded the batteries. You know, the salt is really corrosive on these things. And I warned my mother when she bought us this one. I said, Mom, they're really bad about this. But I found so I know that's why somebody donated. This set was because the salt shaker was already starting to corrode. Anyway, I bought this, and the pepper shaker was in great shape. I mean, pepper grinder, and we have used this for years. And then my mother bought me that one, but I just haven't had the heart to get rid of this one yet. But I probably should. Probably need it's really nasty too, because it's got some oil on it. Because it's been overheated by the stove. And need to find it a new home. Probably need to find this a new home, and that would get rid of a little clutter that is on my counter. When I definitely want to get rid of these bottles. I decided I hate these bottles that have, this one I've used up, that have these things because they kind of leak a little bit, and they didn't have a good seal on them. See how loose that is? It just wasn't a good design. I don't know, throw them away, I guess, because I don't know anybody else would want them. So these are fun things that I have found at Rolling Hills, and somewhere I had another butter dish, kind of like this one, but I think we put it up. We put it away. For a while there, we had a butter dish. These are the soft butter dishes, you know. I bought this one. This was a Christmas present for my husband, because he really likes these. The other one we kept one had unsalted butter, one had salted. So we are just not using the unsalted butters much, except for cooking, so there's no point in leaving it out. Well, I almost forgot to show you this. Yeah, $5. $5. Not kidding. Could not believe it. And here's the better part. Paid $5 for another one that I had sold when I bought this one. And it was just an older version of the Omega, and sold it for $60. Yeah. So, and it came with all these cool parts. I think... now in this set, we actually ordered these containers, but it came with everything else. So I did order the containers, so I had to invest in those. And I used to use the devil out of it. I don't know why I quit using it. I just went drinking juice. But I need to, because I could tell the difference. I lost some weight when I was drinking juice too, so maybe I need to get back on that. Yeah, great find. I just forgot about it because over in the other corner. But yeah, just other than investing in that, there's like $5. So let's say, I forgot how much they were. Maybe 15, maybe 20, because those things were probably ridiculously priced, those little containers. But I bought them because I liked them. And now that I think about it, I did buy them used, and I did buy them on eBay. And I know I saved money based on what they originally cost. So if you ordered them like from the company or whatever. So there's that. So one of the amazing things that I found, and we have used so much, I would never have bought this in real life, and then we bought it and loved it, and I actually found three. I had 3 of these, right? And we got rid of one or something. Wasn't there another one? Like it was colored. Or is that the one at the lake? Okay, I think we have 2. I think the one at the lake house is red. That's why I'm getting confused. So this came in a box with not its original box, just a cardboard box with bottles. I mean, like 3 or 4 bottles and some flavorings that I threw out because they had artificial sweeteners in it. And we have used this a lot. My husband's here as a testimonial. Did we use this?
A lot.
A lot. I love it. And you know, I would tell you, when I was losing weight because I had to change my diet because I was with the fibromyalgia, I was sick all the time. One of the weird things I did was I don't even drink Cokes. As I just started drinking this for fun, I said, well, you know, because I got it and paid $5 for a box full, 5 or 6, something like that. And like 5, you know, and some change. You know how they do $5.75? I think it was like that. So anyway, I bought this. Started drinking this. So I bought a real lemon extract, a real orange extract, and a real lime. And that's how we started out drinking it. And then we got where we just liked it by itself. Yeah, love this thing. This is a thing I would never have bought, like the rice cooker, like the egg cooker. Never would have paid it any mind. Probably wouldn't have bought one of these either, had I not found it at Rolling Hills. Pretty sure I wouldn't have bought a juicer because that juicer is like $100. Never would have thought to juice. But since I paid nothing for it, got me started on some really good habits. So here's another fun thing I found. It's one of these pure water filters. Would you believe I found 2 of these? I took one to our lake house, and then I found a pitcher, and I put that in our camper. By the way, like $5. I doubt on any of the 3 that I bought, I paid more than $5. The most expensive part, in fact, one of them, I am pretty sure I paid less than $2, like $1.75, and then, you know, tax. But those have been very handy. Don't think I would have ever bought one at a store. So it, you know, gave me a chance to try one out to see if I'd like it. We've had this one for probably a long time. Hey, I appreciate you watching my videos. Please hit like, subscribe, and hey, leave me a comment, and I'd like to, you know, get back with you on that. So hey, if you have bought anything really cool at a garage sale, thrift store, estate sale, whatever, that you would not have bought, or, you know, you wouldn't have bought because, you know, something for your kitchen that you would like, I would never use this. Why would I pay money for this? But you bought it for really cheap and you use it? Hey, please let me know. Mention that in your comments below. Thanks for watching.